Hello, Dr. Flynn. Good evening. This week we are supposed to review chapter 13 to 16, and I believe that the main topic of interest that caught me was the system response time. The system response time is such a key indicator of how a website behaves. So the customer behavior really varies based on how the system responds to their requests. So typically, I have in my personal experience, I have gone through various sites when making transactions. I see some of the websites are much faster, and there are some banking websites that are sometimes they are slow. And even though the slowness or the fastness, I mean, depending on the slowness and the fastness, I believe the user is actually either impressed or not impressed in the first few seconds, typically based on the response time. So everybody expects the response time to be quick, given that the assumption is that it will improve their productivity. But the productivity at a high level depends on many factors. So the system response time is a good indicator, but it could be different for different people depending on their personal choice. So for me, I mean, it's okay for if the website is slow, but something like a banking, it needs to give me a reliable data. So reliability sometimes is important over the system response time. And in some cases where you're going to purchase market shares and look at making some business transactions, response times could be key, and also some critical systems on life dependent systems. You want your response times to be quicker so that you know what your environment is how your environment is changing. If you're a flight pilot, you want all your systems to be responding immediately so that you can make an effective decision on how you could fly your plane and safely land your passengers. So these SRT, I think, was a good topic to learn more, and I believe it's a common that in many of the requirements that we go with the clients, it's a common practice that they will all define something called SLA, where we define how the application should respond to certain requests so that it meets the customer requirement, and then so that they can perform their duties in a timely fashion. So this topic, I believe, was of my interest for this week, and I believe reducing the system response time will attribute to reducing customer frustration, and it will also improve the overall experience so that they like our site and constantly come back, so that they will engage in continuously working with our website. Thank you.